One started, and we are underway in Southern California. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike, real tight. 50. Ricky. Check it back. Ready.
On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Strong left.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dorsett on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over.
Hey, lock it. 22 jet bomber.
Jam. He's touching.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Check. Walk 54. All day, baby. All day.
6. Pull it high. Smooth.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, just like that.
Just out.
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 49.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up.
Hey. Let's go.
2nd and 13. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Five. Hey, Sam off.
Hey, switch gears. Check 99.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Dorsett, 46 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Dorsett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close to come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, Wahoo.
Let's keep moving.
Recon, 132 fighter.
57 to Mike. Oh, yeah.
Hey, shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football. Right. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, alert three.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Jets, nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Rock it. Hey, exit. Squeeze. 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Back.
Now that's the takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 22, Darnold. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Orbit. Good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, 30 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Any weapons?
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, Alpha.
Now on first down, he'll drop the thrower. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
You don't know no better. Check. Yo, go. Check.
Right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Down. 60 or. Come on, let's 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, zoom. Watch out. Check 6-6. Pull it high.
On second down, Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Hey, high 7.
57. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
57 to Mike. Get in the weight room.
Go.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, Delta.
Switch.
X3. 218. Chopper. Go.
57 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Yes.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. from the end zone. Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
We got 3. Lady. We got 3.
Hey, Haywood.
Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Hey,
61, Matchbox Lights.
Crunch. Hit it.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4.
They'll run here with Eckler. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
6-6, pull it high. Hey.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 25-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Bravo. Blue draw Corker.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Philip Dorsett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Philip Dorsett. Touchdown, Chargers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Just under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
General West. Check. Go. Motion.
Check nickel.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chopper. Hit it.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Chopper!
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Bam.
Tighten up.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 19.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
61, matchbox lights.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there,
Smooth.
57's a Mike.
Yep.
57's a Mike.
Defense.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Echo.
Check 31. Check 31. Mike's 57. 57.
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Allen, the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of his shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
80 weapons.
Darnold forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
Five.
Mike 57.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Shoot! 22 jet bomber.
Now Eckler. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen.
Go.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 57.
Hey, watch the leg.
57.
Now.
Mike 57.
Tackles.
Hey, exit.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Here we go, son. Mike 29. Here we go, here we go.
To throw again on second down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's caught by Herndon. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Go, son. Mike 29. Yo, lady.
Darnold now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Leo! Check. Slam.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Next 57's mine. No chance.
Go.
57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
3 buds. 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Keep it up, guys. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's first and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Down. 18 Gator.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to